Okie dokie. Pig in a pokey. This is Super Ghouls and Ghosts on the SNES. This is the first time I've played... Oh, arse. This is the first time I've played this one, so this is really the third in the series. There's... Oh, I forget the names of these. Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts, and then Super Ghouls and Ghosts, which is this one. And I've played the other games quite a few times, particularly Ghouls and Ghosts on the Mega Drive, and it's a really nice game. I'm crap at it, but I do enjoy it, playing it, I suppose, in different formats through the years. Oh, bog off. Ah, got you. This is the first time I've actually, well, got to play this. I've owned it for about a week now, and I bought it from a retro games dealer, and the cartridge just wouldn't play on my SNES, and I've cleaned it and all sorts of things, it just would not play. I'm not sure if there's a battery in it that's exploded or something, but I took it back today and they replaced it no problem, and they had another cartridge in stock, so this one seemed to work first time, which is good. I think that's the thing with SNES games. With the Mega Drive cartridges, they tend to... Well, you're probably aware, Mega Drive games are in plastic boxes, whereas the SNES ones were in cardboard ones, and I think with the Mega Drive ones you can just, you know, rip them out, put them in, rip them out, put them in, and they don't really damage. But with the SNES ones being cartridges, I suppose the Jaguar as well, I think kids would just take them out. Oh, sod off. Kids would just take them out of the boxes and bin them. But what's happened is that since most cartridges are now loose, they've been exposed to the air a bit more and they tend to oxidise. And I think that's what's happened with that one. Lovely bit of... it's not scaling, it's that weird pixelation effect that's in Super Mario World. But yeah, waffling. So yeah, so finally I've got to play this, and first impressions, I was going to say it seems a little bit easier than the Mega Drive game. It plays a bit slower, I think, and I think are there less and oh arse, bad dog. There are fewer there were fewer enemies on screen, but yeah, still hard. I'm doing terrible at this. Go on. Okay. Oh, what's that? Ah, now we're talking. I think the music is the same as Ghouls and Ghosts. Actually, it sounds a lot like the Amiga version. Bad dog. I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to games like this. I did this on Halo 2. I tend to just run away from things and run through the game. And that tactic, well, it doesn't really work on Ghouls and Ghosts. Things always get you, particularly the vultures. Oh, ah, bollocks. Ah, I think that's the thing. The enemy projectiles fire fairly slowly, but you walk fairly slowly as well. I'm almost looking for a run button, but I can't seem to find one. Oh. No, don't hit that. That's got the wizard in it. I'm not sure if it's random. I don't want to take the risk. I do like the double jump, that you can just... What the... This is so embarrassing. I think it was this game I replied to a comment, or rather a question by Lawnboy's post, who was asking, are there games that you're better at as an adult than a child? And I'm sure as a child I could get further on Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I think I got to the second or third level. Not Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Playing and thinking and talking and avoiding dogs. Right, one last go. Right, so get the... What's this? The knife. Right. Yeah, I think games now are a lot easier. My little sister-in-law, she has got a DS, and there are 2D platformer games that she plays on it, and she finds some bits quite hard, and I wouldn't say I'm a great games arse. Games arse? No. A good games player, but there are some bits that I find really easy, like the Yoshi's Island 2 game on the DS. I found really easy, and I remember my mother-in-law was saying, why do you find these games so easy? And I'm thinking, well, when I was a kid, games were really hard, and this is a good case in point. I don't see how kids would play this now. I don't think they make games like this anymore, whereas, you know, companies want kids to play the games and feel a sense of accomplishment and then buy another one. Whereas this must take, I won't say years to master, but you'd really have to put a lot of time and effort into it to complete it. I know with the NES version, there's I can't remember who did the video, but it might be an Angry Video Game Nerd that was talking about this, and you got to complete the game and then complete it again, and there's bugs and things in it, and if you pick up the wrong items you can't complete the level, or you've got to go back to the start. I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I don't even have the patience now, but I can't see kids really having that. Although I think the difference was that as kids, games were really expensive on consoles. On computers they were fairly cheap, on machines like the Spectrum. But on consoles they were really expensive, and you might only buy a game once every few months. Oh, I'm behind that. So you'd have no choice really, you just have to sit and play it and play it and play it. And no saves either. I really should look before I leap. I think that's it. Yes, I'm knackered. This is bad. I suck at Ghouls and Ghosts, and Super Ghouls and Ghosts as well, but I've been playing this and Super Star Wars, which is quite tricky as well. But I think the thing is, even though the games are hard and you die a lot, you want to go back and play it, and I think that's a sign of a good game. Whereas I think perhaps games now, sometimes they can just be frustrating because of the mechanics, whereas with these old ones you tend not to be very good because you're not very good. It's just a lack of practice rather than it being anything wrong with the game. So there's no real need to recommend or not recommend this. It's a fairly famous game, but I'm impressed with what I've played so far. Not my own playing ability, but just in the way the game is. It feels like a good old arcade game that is hard and fun, which is what you want in a retro game. Thanks for watching.